Yo people, welcome back to the channel. I was just sat here pondering and thinking like always, and I thought I'd make a quick video. Look, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that there will be people from his nation who will be extravagant in their dress, in their food consumption, in the way they speak, and they're the worst of his people. So I was just sat there thinking about this, and we see these kind of people all over the place, and may Allah make us anything but those kind of people, make myself first and foremost, because I'm not perfect, and if I fall into these traits, then these are some things we need to work on. I need to work on myself, and you should work on yourself. The purpose of this video is basically to remind people and remind myself first and foremost, and the reason I make videos, Allah knows best my intentions, but my intentions on a personal level, what I believe my intentions are, but maybe I'm misguided or fooled or deluded, but I believe my intentions are for videos to remind myself first and foremost, and then to remind others as well. Just because, we live in times and of the world where we've got to help people, help each other, kind of elevate ourselves. The reason why this channel is called Hamza's Ascent is because this channel is meant to be my ascent in character, in becoming a better person, in becoming a man of noble character. So that's why it's called the Ascent. It's not called Hamza's Decline. I don't want to get worse, I want to ascend. It's the spiritual ascension of Hamza. And this channel should be the spiritual ascension of you, which is why I urge you guys to subscribe, to like and share, and join this kind of path or whatever of ascension. Because we've seen too many years go by. I'm 27 now, and I don't remember when I was 18, 19, 20, up to now. I don't remember it. Honestly, I do not remember it. Just moments. There's moments in my head. I can get a recollection of things, and they just whiz past my brain, and I remember that. Oh, I remember this. I remember that. But end of the day, it just feels like a blur, and I don't want to waste any more of my years. I've come to the realization in the last year or so that life truly is precious. And so much time has been wasted in my early 20s and my teens, and don't get me wrong, I don't regret a lot of it. There was good times, good memories with my friends and my cousins and my family, and I've got plenty of great memories. But essentially, did I ascend as a human being? I did, of course. I'm not the same person I was, but it came at the age of 27. I'm not saying I'm the finished article and I'm the main man now. No, there's so much work to do, but a realization has come into my heart, and I want that realization to penetrate your heart as well. I'm just that kind of guy that would, if I see something good for me, I'll want to share it with you. That's just how I've been wired. And I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet now. That's just how I am. I do enjoy sharing things I learn. Like I said, let's go back to that. People are extravagant these days in their clothes, their dress. Sorry, the same thing. Yeah, clothes and dress, same thing. Their food consumption, the way they speak, the character, the speech is very extravagant. It's very like, giving it the big one. You see many people like this, and let me tell you, this is a poison. This is not just a bad trait. This is a disease many people carry, and a spiritual disease, which we constantly bang on about on this channel, is spiritual diseases and how to remove them. Now, let me tell you something. There is more to life than having the best clothes. There is more to life than going to the best restaurants, and there's more to life than trying to speak to assert your dominance in a room or around certain people, or try and create this image of yourself. There's more to life than that. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to try and say that you can't wear nice clothes, you can't have nice food. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy good food, I like to wear nice clothes, but you need to realize quickly that in this religion, if you do things in moderation, you will finally find its fruits and its purpose. If you are swayed too much by a thought or ideology or something, then you will lose the taste, the actual sweetness of this deen. If you find things in moderation, I believe so, you will 100% reap the benefits and reap the fruits of this great tradition and this great religion. Now, let me say something. What the purpose of this video is to remind you guys that eating, drinking, and whatever, in speech and clothes and that is important. Yes, you should wear nice clothes. As a Muslim, you should be excellent in your manners, your character, the way you look, the way you smell. It should be great. There's no problem. It's encouraged. Anyway, there are certain people in this world who have tapped into an area which we can't even fathom. Certain people who can eat less, talk less, wear not less, but wear the most simple of clothes. That was and you will see, how can someone's outward be so low, but their character, the inward, be so extravagant to the point where if you go into a room, this is me personally, I believe, if I go into a room and I see a man on the right wearing the most basic, I don't know, abaya or something, a woolen abaya made of wool, he's got a turban on, he's got his beard, he's got his tasbih, and he's sat there on the floor and he's reciting the dhikr of Allah, and he looks like a very, you know, impoverished man. From the outward, he looks like that outward. And then I see a man on the left who's looking great. He's got designer clothes, he smells great. I'm not to say the other man smells bad, he probably smells great as well, off, you know, the attar or something. But anyway, this man smells great, he looks great, he's got the nice glasses on, I don't know, anything you name it, he just looks great. He's got a bit of a belly on him, you can see he's well fed and whatnot. Doesn't have to have a belly on him, he could have a six-pack. I'm just saying, me as a personal, I would look at that man on the right, the old man, and doesn't necessarily have to be old, but anyway, let's imagine he's old. I'll look at him and I will be drawn towards him more, because sometimes less is more. And not to say the other man hasn't got great character, this other man could be a wali of God, there's no doubt, Allah knows who his allies are. But sometimes we tend to kind of, am I waffling, guys? I don't think I am. Sometimes we tend to kind of prioritize how we look, you know, our clothes, our bodies and all that kind of stuff. We prioritize that, but we don't prioritize what's inside us. And sometimes what's inside you speaks louder than what you can actually physically see. Now, if you understand what I'm saying, let me say that again. Sometimes what is inside you is more apparent on the outside, despite you thinking that the actual physical, tangible things that you're wearing or whatever, they're the ones that do the talking. No. Your character does the talking. So let me remind you guys, on this channel, we need to build up our characters and become better people. Be better people. Simple. Be better people. That's it. It's all good, looking good, acting good, pretending to look good and whatnot, but actually being better people starts from within. And how many times have you met people, you see people, and they don't talk much, they don't say anything, but you can just, there's a radiation coming from them, and it's like, wow, this person is great, and he's not said anything yet. It's just a blessing because of the way he carries himself. His character is at such a high level. He has tapped into a place where you can't even imagine. It's even said that there are some people that you look at and they remind you of God, like just because of their look. Like you just get reminded, like, wow, subhanallah, look at him. Just by the gaze of them, can you imagine the realm of these people, the character, the maqam of these people is next level, man. It's next level stuff. So I just wanted to make this video to remind you that, you know, yeah, it's all good looking, nice and whatnot, but I've met people who look good, look the part, dress the part, but when they speak, you know, within the first 5 minutes, I want to leave, I want to go. I can't deal with some people because you can the poison coming out of their mouth, the lack of adab, the lack of mannerisms, the lack of, you know, humility, very boastful, arrogant people. These people don't realize it, but they need to kind of revert back to the right path, which is the path of humility, the path of modesty, and the path of excellent character. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.